So, hello everyone. I have made one project, the chat application. So, I want to demonstrate my entire code base. So, let's do. This is the backend and this is front end. Okay. So, I have developed first the backend part. So, I walk through them. The server.js. So, before we init the node package, node modules. So, these are the dependencies that I have used: Express and Socket.io. Okay. Now, the server.js is the entry point. As we can see here, the server.js is the entry point. So I create a simple template for the creating the server. So this is firstly I import this express.js and I call them. After that I generate a simple route to check the server is running or not. Now I created a port variable, so it takes the port value from env, or if it is not available then it's take 4600. Now listen on the port as described earlier. The server is running and this is the console printing. So this is created. After that, I have to create a socket.io. Okay, so socket.io is a library that is built over the WebSocket, and WebSocket works on the HTTP protocol. So we have to first create the HTTP server. So I have imported this part and I created a server and configured it. After that I established the connection. Okay, so io, using io.on, there is a function in the there is a function that we use to create a connection. Now after that, this is the source folder. Okay, there are so many subfolders. So the handler one, the socket handler consists of all the important logics that the chat applications comprises of. So the first is, in my application the user can create a room, join the existing room and chat. So these three are the most important events that happens. Okay, so firstly we create a room. So this is a socket.on, create a room. So the room has a room code, username, and the room is created, and each room has one id. Okay, so it's emit the event room is created. Okay, now after that, the second event, join room. If the room is existing, then user can give the room code, their name, and join the room. Now there is a chat message. So in the chat interface, whatever the messaging is passed, this is bidirectional. So all that message are emits. Now they just typing, stop typing, and disconnect. This is the one most important. So if the connection is revoked, if the user left the room, so the other user will notify that he or she left the room. Okay, now after that is a service, room service. Okay, so here we have not used, so I have not used any database. I have used in-memory JavaScript concept, and for this I have used map. Okay, so why I use map? I can use object, I can use array. I use map because it 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 stores the data very fast and it's stored in a order. So it is easy to trace the data whether the insertion or deletion happens. So it is easy. That's why I've used. Now the create room. So this is the create room data and this is message. So here the middleware course cross origin resource sharing. So as we know, there is a major problem that the front is running on different port, backend is running on different port. So how they communicate, how the browser understand that the request is sending to which backend. Okay, so here it is a course origin resource sharing. Is a middleware we created to avoid such problems. And configure file, we configured it. After that, here's a util. So I have keep the size of the message length is 100, means 100 message per chat window. Okay, to avoid memory leaks and the smooth functioning of the UI. So room code generator, it's a random maths function. It consists of 6 digits, comprises of the numbers, strings, uppercase, lowercase, and all that. Now the backend is finished. Moving to the front end part. So I've used the Vite, React Vite. This is env and this is source. So there are so many subfolders here. Hooks are there. User or typing. So this is the most important part that I learned while developing this project. Here I have used the debouncing concept. Okay, so firstly understand what is debouncing. So it is a technique that limits the function executes. Okay, so functions के executions को ये limits करता है. Means हर एक की स्ट्रोक पे, मतलब अगर यूजर हेलो टाइप करता है, if user typing hello, then at each keystroke HELLO, the event is emitted. So it can leads to तो बेसिकली ये परफॉर्मेंस को ऑप्टिमाइज करता है. सो इट प्रिवेंट्स द एप्लीकेशंस फ्रॉम लैगिंग और ओवरलोडिंग अवॉइड करता है ब्राउज़र पे. सो बेसिकली होता ये कि इट लिमिट्स द रेट एट विच द फंक्शंस फायर. ओके, सो हर की स्ट्रोक पे HELLO 5 बार की स्ट्रोक हुआ तो 5 बार इवेंट इमिट होगा. सो ओवरलैप हो सकता है एंड ऑल दैट. सो इसको स्टॉप करने के लिए हम लोग डिबाउंसिंग यूज़ करते हैं. So let's see how it's work. So I have used the timeline of 1000 milliseconds, means 1000 milliseconds is equals to 1 seconds. So on every keystroke we clear the existing time and set a new one for 1 second. Okay, so this part is basically if the user keeps typing, the timer keeps getting reset. Okay, and the event stop typing never get fires. Okay, so when the user stop typing, the timer runs out after 1 seconds, and after 1 seconds, and it emits stop typing events. This event. Okay, now the first keystroke immediately emit the typing, so the indicator shows instantly. So this is how it's work. So basically performance optimize होता है इससे. So for checking the load, I've used the RTLE. Here this is the test file. So the duration is 60, that means 1 minute 60 seconds, 1 minute, and the arrival rate is 10, means per second 10 users को create करेगा. Let's run it. So here I have run. This is the summary report. Okay, so user completed 1800, means 1800 concurrent users are created, random bits generated, and the response time is 0.4 million. Okay, so first we check this. So using this function, the random function, the rooms are randomly created and 1800 concurrent user it supports, and 0.4 milliseconds the average response time. So this is the project I have made. Thank you.